there, my name's Carly. I'm a homeschooling mom to 3 boys, ages 11, 9, and 6. And I wanted to hop on today to just chat about the Great Homeschool Convention that we just got back from. So share with you some deals or coupons that they had, show you what I bought at the convention, and just kind of go over my thoughts and opinions on our first time going to a Great Homeschool Convention. So we went to the Great Homeschool Convention that was in Ohio, so that was in Cincinnati, and it's a 3-day convention. So I went ahead and bought the 3-day pass, the family pass, because I wasn't really sure what to expect, and I wanted to get the most out of the first time that I had ever gone to the convention. And so just for like reference for my family, so there's 5 of us. My husband ended up, he couldn't go, but I already had like purchased the family ticket for all of us. Was $69 for the 3 days total for the 5 of us to go into the convention. Now that is with a military discount. So we get a military discount of $20 off. So it'd be $89 if you didn't get a military discount to go to the convention. So I didn't think that was too bad, and that gets you into all of the booths for shopping, and it also gets you into all of the workshops. So it covers everything, which is super nice. I will say that we stayed at a hotel probably about 20 minutes away from the actual convention, and it was $15 to park each time we went, which is kind of a bummer, but we went twice throughout the 3 days, and so it was $30 total to pay for parking on top of the admission to get into the convention. Okay, so thoughts. It's big. So kind of when you're going to a convention, I would say definitely have like a game plan of things that you're looking for. They do, like, I think 2 or 3 weeks out, list all of the workshops and the workshop times. So if you can go through those and decide, okay, these are the things that I'm interested in, and write down the times for those so you have a game plan going into it, I think it makes it a lot more fun and a lot less stress, especially if you've never been to one before. And if you're taking your kids, which I did, which my kids are, you know, not babies, but it's still, you got to think of what your kids are going to do if you're going to a workshop that they don't, you know, particularly enjoy. You can bring your kids to any of the workshops and they can just hang out in the back, and that's fine too. We actually went with my sister-in-law and brother-in-law and their kiddos. So the one workshop that I ended up attending, they took my kids to all of the booths while I did the workshop. So that was nice. So talking about the workshops, they have things from like never doing homeschool before, workshops that you can attend, to things that, you know, talking about like getting your kids ready for college, and everything in between. So the only workshop that I ended up going to was building a portfolio or a transcript is basically what the overview of it was. So how do you make a transcript or portfolio when your child enters into middle school up until high school? How do you get them ready to apply for college if that's what they choose to do, or, you know, apply for a trade school, or even go into the military? What are all of the things that can be helpful in developing that so that they have a good display of things when they're applying for different things of what they've done over the years. So with my oldest son going into 6th grade next year, I felt like I really needed to explore those options and kind of get like a list and a handle on what I needed to do, or maybe just some suggestions on what would be helpful as we move into middle school and then into high school. I just want to have a game plan. I found the workshop extremely helpful, and they did give away some like free resources and checklists that I can actually use for all 3 of my kids as they get older. So I thought it was really helpful. I think there's a lot of really good workshops, but there was a lot of them that were for like starting out homeschool, or like looking into curriculums that I know that I wasn't particularly interested in. There would have been maybe a couple more workshops that I would have liked to have done, but I would say looking into the future, like if I was to go to a convention again, I would definitely think about going as like a group of moms without my kids so that I could focus more on those learning experiences. So there is tons of knowledge that you can gain at these if you're willing to put the time into the schedule of the workshops. So with that being said, I think a lot of people are probably interested in what kind of like deals you can get and what kind of like discounts and things like that, which that's honestly, I wanted to go for that as well. Even though I did have like a bulk of my curriculum already picked out and ordered for the year, there's definitely some things that I wanted to look at there to get a better deal, and also just to like look at new things that I had never like heard of before. So I just wanted to show you. Now when you get there, they give you like a whole convention booklet, which does give you like every single workshop. So this is literally just one page. There's tons and tons of things to do. But I did want to show you, this is just the amount of booths that they have for like different places that are like selling things or promoting different things. So this was the map that we got for the booths that we went to. So that's all of them. So I would definitely say, even if you're just going for the day to shop, plan for the whole day, because there's a lot of material and a lot of things to go through, and a lot of the booths have people that want to like chat with you, so it does take a lot of time. The nice thing is they have like food there for you. There's a ton of activities for the kids to do, which I was surprised. They had trail life there, so my kids got to do like shoot archery and learn how to make rope, and there's a lot of booths where you can do arts and crafts, and people had like Legos building stations set up, so it's definitely kid friendly. Okay, so anyway, the first thing that I want to show you is the stuff that I purchased from booths that so I have two things. I have like curriculum and things that I bought from booths, and then I have just like, there was one place that just was selling things at like discounted prices, and so I have a stack of like that stuff too. So the first thing I'll show you is like the couple bits of curriculum that I bought. So from my previous video, you probably knew a lot of the stuff we use is from The Good and the Beautiful. So they did have a lot of their stuff on display. You couldn't like purchase it there and take it home the same day. So what they offered is they had a free shipping code, which I took advantage of later. You had to use it within a week of the convention date. So they just gave you like a code and you just had to use it within the week. Or if you wanted to purchase while you were there, they had free reading books that you got. So you still got the free shipping because you ordered it and then they'd send it to your house. But then they had, if you ordered $75 worth of things, you got one free reading book. $100 worth of things, you got 2 free reading books. $200 worth of things, you got 4 free reading books. And then $300 worth of things, you got 6 free reading books. Now I will say, if you have been doing The Good and the Beautiful for a lot of years, I found that that wouldn't have been a great deal for me beyond the free shipping, because I had almost all the free books that they had on display. So taking advantage of ordering a lot at the convention wouldn't have been great for me, but for my sister-in-law, who is just starting out her homeschooling journey, she was able to take advantage of that because she doesn't have a big library of The Good and the Beautiful books yet. So definitely worth it for the free shipping if you're still like looking to buy some stuff from The Good and the Beautiful, but otherwise I think you'd be fine just using their free shipping deal that they did earlier in the month. But it is nice too, you can flip through. So if you're wanting to flip through stuff, that's what a convention is wonderful for. So the other like coupon that I thought was good was the Christian bookstore was there, which they do these kinds of codes online. So if you're going just for this to the convention, it's probably not worth it because the Christian bookstore does kinds of things like this, but they did have 15% off plus free shipping that they offered, and it's good to the end of May, so that's kind of nice. And then Rainbow Resources was there, and they had tons of stuff to flip through. Again, you couldn't like take things home, but they did have a discount code of 5% off that I got to take home, and that's good until the end of June, so that's nice. And then the last coupon that I wanted to show you, I didn't actually purchase any of these, but I thought they were really cool. They're called Schoolhouse Discoveries, and they're multi-sensory bins that go through, like, they have one like early American settlers, My Community, American Revolution, and then what they do is you get this box in the mail, and it's got like an Usborne book or a different type of book with it, and then it has all these things to make these different like sensory bins or hands-on activities. They had them all displayed there, and you could actually purchase them like on spot, which I thought was really nice because a lot of the stuff you couldn't purchase and take home the same day. And so I didn't purchase any, but I might still get some. But they did have a deal that was, they had a free shipping code, and then they also had one on at their booth only. You could buy 2 in-stock kits and take a third one home free. So I was very tempted, but I didn't end up doing it just because I had spent kind of a lot of money. But I might get them get something from them in the future, especially for my youngest who's 6. I feel like he would love that. But they do have this, like, if you want to check them out, they have free 50 states coloring pages. Again, that's schoolhousediscoveries.com. So I just wanted to share that because I thought they were really cute and fun. Anyway, so the curriculum that I ended up getting is, I didn't need it, but Knotgrass was there, and we're still working through the 50 states. And as I've said in my previous videos, I think we'll probably be doing it over the summer. But they offered, if you ordered there, which they ship it to your house, again, you couldn't take it same day, but they had all the flip through stuff there. If you ordered there, you got free shipping, and I just felt like it was too good to pass up, and so I went ahead and got the RSpangled Story Kit. So it is the Our Star Spangled Story Part 1, Our Star Spangled Story Part 2, and then I got 2 workbooks to go with that. So if you're interested in seeing like a flip through of this, I'm happy to do one of those for you. But so I just got that in the mail, so that was exciting. So they were there, and then I got, kind of on a whim, this dad was there with his 3 boys, and of course I have 3 boys, and he was talking about his kids like loving building Legos as they were growing up, and so he actually wrote these, him and his sons did, and I thought they were really cool. They're called Faith Builders, and so they do different like Bible stories and then a lesson, and I think there's 16 of them in each book. So they do a lesson from the Bible, and then you get to build whatever you're talking about afterwards, which I thought was really cool, and my kids were really excited about it. So this is like a simple one that has a cross, but there's quite a few that are more intricate, and they give you just a lot of good like talking points in it. And so they had a bunch of like actual things built there, which I thought was neat. So I got the Faith Builders Volume 1 and then Faith Builders Volume 2 because it was a better deal if you got both. And I think my boys will really like them. They were flipping through them and were like, can we please get these? And so those will be fun. They weren't too much money, so they're definitely worth giving a go. And then another thing that I got that I don't have yet because I ordered it, but it hasn't actually come in the mail, but my 11-year-old was walking around with me, and he saw this exploration education kit, which is like a physical science kit where you like, it's project-based learning, and so you build like a bridge and you build a lot of different projects. he was excited about it. They have a full year curriculum, but I wasn't really wanting to commit to something like that. So we bought a unit study box that will be coming in the mail. If you'd like to check that out, I will do like an unboxing of that when it comes in. Just comment down below so I know if you'd like that. But they did, if you ordered at the convention, they gave you 10% off. So, and then free shipping to your house, which was really nice. Another thing that I got, which I haven't even opened up, but I'll open it up to try and show you, is it's called a read aloud poster, which these are really cool. If you want to check them out online, they're called read aloud posters. And they had tons of different ones, like the Secret Garden, and I think they had maybe 1 or 2 of the Harry Potter books, and just like very classic books. But if you can see, this one I got, the one that I got is for the wild robot, and you fill it out as you go. So you hang it on your wall, and then while you read the book, you like fill out information as you go, and they're like beautiful and super engaging. And they were only, it was only $20 at the convention. And so I went ahead and bought that, and then they give you like a little like reader's guide for it, and they give you some little bits that go along with it as well for building a little robot. These guys are online. It's called Ruby Reads. And if you go on there, they have a bunch of different read aloud posters if you want to check them out. I think they are definitely something. We're going to try this one out. If we love it, I think I'll order some more for my boys. So that was really unique, and I had never seen anything like that before. And then the last thing I got from like an actual booth, besides just like the shopping that I did, was these chalkboards, which are called Chock Full of Design. And so Jack, my youngest, is working on his sight words right now, and so here I just got the chalkboard sight words for him, and then a little chalkboard clock for him to work on. And then it comes with these really cool chalk pencil sets. I don't know if you can see those. And so the cool thing at the conference was that they had a section of like nearly perfect boards, and both of the ones that I got were discounted because they weren't perfect when they created them. But honestly, I can barely tell, and so of course, trying to save money, I went ahead and just got them. So if you can see, like right here is why they had to discount it, because it wasn't printed exactly like it was supposed to, but hey, it's perfect enough for us. So those are really cool. I had never seen them before. If we love them, I'll probably order a couple more because they were pretty affordable. Like this little guy here was only $5, and he can use it over and over. Okay, so that's all the stuff I got from Boost, but I wanted to show you just like a stack of stuff that I got at this big area that was like discounted things that you could buy. And so I'll just kind of go through those quickly so you can see. My kids love Mad Libs, and we're going on vacation, so they picked out a couple Mad Libs, and they can use those on the plane. And then I've never tried one of these Professor Noggin games before, but I've heard that they're really cool. So we got the Ancient Civilizations, and then my 6-year-old picked this out, which looks really fun. The Educational Word Building Game Possum. And then Exact Change. I think I'll probably bring a couple of these on vacation because we're schooling while we're in Florida. And then I just got a Kumon book from Amazon, but this one looked really cool too after I got to like actually flip through it. So I got this one for my 6-year-old, The Telling Time, which I've showed a different one before, but they're so simple and not super busy that I really like them. And then I went ahead and got the Telling Time game. And we are currently working through marine biology, and I thought this was just really pretty, so I picked up Ocean Bingo. And the last thing I got was Some Swamp. So addition subtraction game. So that's all the stuff I got that was discounted, except, oh, I almost forgot. I got some posters because you can see up there, we always display our science units up there with like our posters and then our words that we're working on for our science curriculums. And I really like the vintage looking posters, and they had some really cool ones there, and these were only $5 a piece. They were too good to pass up. So I got a periodic table of elements. This one I thought would be nice for summer is the Audubon birds. And then the last one I got was, we just needed a nicer like world map. I think the world map that we have is from like a Kiwi crate, and it just is not perfect. And so I went ahead and got a world map, like vintage looking one too. And they're really nice thick paper. So I definitely had a lot of fun shopping. I would say overall for the convention, I would probably go back again and just do the shopping pass for the one day and probably be pretty content, maybe do like one workshop within that day. But overall, I'm pretty sure I'll probably go to one again as my kids get older, but it will be like maybe in like 2 or 3 years. It's not something I feel like we have to do every year. It was a great experience. I got to flip through a bunch of stuff, probably spent too much money, but it was a lot of fun, and we're gonna get to try out some new things that I probably wouldn't have heard of if I hadn't gone to it before. So that's my thoughts. Those are the deals. I know people are always like wondering if there's better deals than ones that they do online. So I hope that this video helped to clarify some of those things. And thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.